Hello and welcome to the VCR podcast with me, Mike Trower. I'm here to help you on your video journey, giving you information, tips, advice, and coaching to help push your video content to then help grow your business. And that is what I'm all about. I am Mike Trower, I am a video coach, and this is the Video Content Room. Today, we're talking about messaging. So my messaging is split up into different areas, and the reason why I've got messaging, I don't mean literally like DMs, bro. I mean, what is your business messaging? What do you explain to? What do you talk about? What are the things that you talk about in your business? Now, Lisa Johnson helped me a little bit with my messaging because I just had one thing going once. I had just one thing that I was talking about, which was video. My love for video was that big that it was just all I was talking about. It was my hobby. You know, I started video as it being my hobby, and then it grew into my full-time career. And now I am a video coach and I help other people as well. I just want to point out that January for my business and my people is content strategy month, which means that all month it's content strategy and how I can help you create better content and better strategy for your business. If you want to know more about my business, my content strategy day, then please click on the link in the show notes. So I have a few passions in my life and I love sharing them to my followers. So what I have and what I've been through and what I used to have are very extremely different things. So back in 2018, I was homeless. I was a full-time parent, a single parent, and life was difficult. I kid you not. But it came to a point where I wanted to introduce this to my people, my followers. So in my old project, which was a cooking show on YouTube and Facebook, I started to talk about homelessness, poverty, and things that were difficult for me. Can you see that I'm fidgeting? There's a part of me which is a little bit fidgety right now. I welcome that part. You are here with me. I'm just going to say to this part of me now, if there's anything that you don't want me to say, then, you know, we can pull the plug on this podcast right now. I don't have a problem with that. So, you know, we need to look after our mental health. We need to make sure that we are okay to deliver what we're going to deliver. So, you know, I feel like I am okay to talk about with you today. I like sharing things that I've been through because there are people that have also been through those things. They can relate to me. There are people who are currently in those sorts of positions. There are entrepreneurs that have also been in the same situation. They have had nothing and they have crawled from under that rock and they have excelled in life next level, right? And there are many of these that have been on this podcast and they will be coming up on the podcast as well. So please keep your eye out for them. So when I first started my cooking show, I did it for my own mental health reasons, which I spoke about. I did the cooking show to help give myself a purpose, give me something to bite onto, and that was why I did it. It grew to the point where it was then me helping the community because I was giving back. I was giving back the food that we were cooking. People were donating food to us. We were then cooking it and giving it out to the homeless and people and families in poverty. That was the circle of life for us. And I talk about that freely. You know, I talk about that. You know, I welcome anybody that wants to talk to me about what I've been through. And my video journey is documenting everything that happened through that time. So it's not all just about business and video when it comes to my messaging. It's to do with me and how I'm different to other people who do what I do. There's lots of people that do video out there, lots of people, but the way that I deliver it is like, my personality, my human to human nature, that is what comes out to other people. And that's what I scream from the rooftops, like people to people, human to human. We're real. We are people, There's many people who do what you do. So we need to make sure that the real you comes out on camera. So this means that maybe talk about some things which are important to you. Maybe you care for your husband, and I have a friend who cares for her husband, and that's a part of her secondary messaging. So she talks about that. She talks about her business. She talks about what she does. She helps people. She's a career coach. Shout out to Gail. She helps people, but she's also a carer for her husband, who's not well. He's been through a really, really rough time. And she helps him. And that is a part of her messaging. She's like, this is what makes me different. I care a lot about everybody. I care for lots of people. I do what I can for the world to make the world a better, stronger place. I like to make sure that my audience knows about my journey, what I stand for, my ethics, my loyalty to helping people. And the reason why I want them to know that, it's not just because I want them to be like, oh, he's done so much, he's such a good guy. It's because it's like, I have no problem helping people. That's the whole point. I am a business. I'm here to make money. Do not get me wrong. This is my job. This is how I go paddleboarding. This is how I afford to go on holiday. This is how I afford my Christmas tree, I also just want to add, now that I've just mentioned Christmas tree, this strategy month in January, all of this has been recorded in bulk in December, which is why the Christmas tree is still there. I'm not weird, right? It's not actually, I don't know what date it is today of January, so I'm not sure what date this one's going to be put out, but it is the 16th of December. And I'm bulk filming for my shows. Just the reason why I bulk film is that now I can spend all of January helping people with their strategy instead of creating content, because the content's already been created. That is a part of my strategy. And it's clear I've nailed it, right? Anyway, all of these things, my messaging, all of the things that I have in my messaging are there to make sure to help people understand me as a person. I want them to know that I am the person that they can come to for genuine help with these things. I am an expert at single parent homelessness. I am also an expert at video editing, video coaching, but I'm also an expert on how to cope when you are homeless with 2 children, living in poverty with nothing but stale bread rolls. I can help you. If that's the position you are in, I can help you with that. And I will help you till the ends of the earth with that. Not that the earth has any ends, because it's round. Right. All these points are things which I always add to my content strategy to make sure that the content I make is always carrying the right messaging. So in my content pillars, I have content pillars, which is like your categories. And then I also have my messaging as well. So everything that I say is within a pillar, within the right messaging, within the right sub-messaging. And it's just how things are. It's how I monitor what I talk about to keep things in line with my pillars. If you want help with your strategy, I can help you. You can click the link in the show notes and I will sort your strategy out with you. Thank you very much for listening. If you found any value in this, then please hit that subscribe button. And you can also watch all of my podcasts, all of the past ones as well, over on my YouTube channel. The link is in the show notes. Hello to everybody watching on YouTube. I am currently waving. Thank you very much. I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.